All right, now we're working on two-step inequalities. Again, the same process as we did with solving equations, except for now we're working with inequalities. So I'm going to draw my line through my inequality sign, which is greater than or equal to. Remember, when we're solving two-step inequalities, we have to add or subtract first. So it says add 5, so I'm going to subtract 5 on both sides of my equation. My positive 5 and negative 5 eliminate. So that gives me 2x is greater than or equal to 6. Now I want to eliminate my 2. That is 2 times x. So the inverse operation of multiplication is divided by 2. So I want to divide by 2 on either side of my equation. So the 2's eliminate. So that gives me x is greater than or equal to 3. So when I graph that on the number line, I'm going to put 3 somewhere in the middle. The numbers greater than 3 would be 4, 5, 6, 7, and so forth. The numbers less than 3 would be 2, 1, 0, -1, and so forth. So if I want to graph x is greater than or equal to 3, since it's equal to, I have to put a closed dot. Greater than means shade to the right. So any numbers to the right of 3 on the number line will satisfy this mathematical inequality. Next problem. X over 4 subtract 2 is less than 3. So we're going to start by drawing a line. Remember, you add or subtract first when a two-step equation, so the opposite of subtract 2 would be add 2. So I want to add 2 to both sides of my inequality. My -2 and +2 eliminate. So that leaves me x over 4 is less than 3 plus 2 is 5. Now I have x over 4 is less than 5. So I have to do the opposite. The fraction var indicates division. So the inverse operation would be multiplication. So I want to multiply both sides by 4. The 4's eliminate on the left. So that leaves me x is less than 5 times 4 is 20. So x is less than 20. So if I put 20 on my number line, the numbers that are more than 20 to the right would be 21, 22, 23, and so forth. The numbers smaller than 20 would be to the left. So that'd be 19, 18, 17, and so forth. So if I want to graph my solutions, x is less than 20. It's not equal to, so I have to put an open circle, and I want to shade to the left. So any number to the left of 20 would be less than 20 and would satisfy that inequality. Third example, 4b subtract 5 is greater than 15. So I want to solve this inequality. So the first thing I have to do is add or subtract. So I'm going to do the inverse operation of subtract 5. So that will give me add 5. So the -5 and +5 eliminate. That leaves me 4b on the left side is greater than 15 plus 5 is 20. Now I've got to do the inverse operation of 4b, so that means 4 times b. So the inverse operation of multiply is divide. The 4's eliminate, so that leaves 4b is greater than 20 divided by 4 is equal to 5. So I'll put 5 in the middle of my number line. The numbers larger than 5 would be 6, 7, 8, 9. And the numbers smaller than 5 would be 4, 3, 2, 1, and so forth. So if I want to graph the solution, b is greater than 5, I will put an open circle because it cannot equal 5. And I'm going to shade to the right. So every number to the right of 5 on the number line would satisfy the equation or the inequality 4b minus 5 is greater than 15. Last example, r over 2 plus 4 is less than or equal to -7. So I want to solve that. So I'm going to draw my line. I want to do the inverse operation of add 4. So I will subtract 4. The +4 and the -4 eliminate, leaving me r over 2 is less than or equal to. -7 subtract 4 is -11. Now I want to do the inverse operation of r over 2. Now remember, the fraction bar indicates divide, so the inverse operation would be multiply. So if I multiply both sides by 2, my 2's eliminate. So my R is less than or equal to negative 22. So if I want to graph my solutions, I'm going to put negative 22 in the center. The numbers larger than negative 22 would be negative 21, negative 20, negative 19, negative 18, and so forth. The numbers smaller than negative 22 would be negative 23, negative 24, negative 25, and so forth. So if I graph R is less than or equal to negative 22, I need to put a dot on negative 22 because it can be equal to and shade to the left. So any number to the left of negative 22 on the number line will satisfy the inequality R divided by 2 plus 4 is less than or equal to negative 7. So we'll work more on this in class.